Joining us now is Enes Kanter Freedom, NBA player for the Boston Celtics and outspoken critic of China's abuses. Enes, great to see you tonight. How hard is it for these athletes to be put into this situation by basically the IOC and greedy broadcasters?
Thanks for having me, Laura. I mean, first of all, people need to understand this, and I say this over and over again. The Chinese Communist Party does not represent the Olympic core values of excellence, of respect, of friendship. The whole world knows now they're a brutal dictatorship, and they engage in censorship, they threaten freedoms, they do not respect human rights, and they hide the truth. And while we are talking right now, there's a genocide happening. And, we keep talking about IOC, but the IOC is complicit and echoes CCP propaganda. And also, people need to understand this, especially athletes, they have a huge platform. So I feel like, I wish one of them came out and said, enough is enough, and I am not going. But it is what it is. Like you said, like everyone said, I'm not going to give 1 minute of my time to watch anything about the Olympics in the next 2 weeks.
Well, Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, she made a comment about the athletes. Watch.
I would say to our athletes, you're there to compete. Do not risk incurring the anger of the Chinese government because they are ruthless. I know there is a temptation on the part of some to speak out while they are there. I respect that, but I also worry about what the Chinese government might do.
Enes, isn't this quite something? She admits that they could put themselves in danger by speaking about anything other than maybe their competition. And yet, we're all supposed to just say, isn't this great that everyone's over in Beijing? It's a consonant dissonance. It doesn't make any sense, those 2 points.
I mean, I actually did saw that video just 30 minutes ago, and it did broke my heart because, athletes, I feel like, needs to use their platform to bring awareness of what's going on around the world. And obviously, China right now is the biggest human rights abuses in the world. And so I feel like, to all the athletes, my message is, while you're there, take a one or 2 day and visit the concentration camps if you can. See what Tibetans or Hong Kongers are going through. Take another trip to Taiwan, see what democracy means. So when I saw that video, it definitely did break my heart.
And as a friend of mine is actually in the official delegation as a physician. And he told me that their entire day consists of going to their residence, their hotel, whatever it's called, and then going to the competition or practice, and then going back. There is no traveling outside of the facilities. There's no sightseeing. There's no nothing. So there is no opportunity to talk to Chinese people or nothing. That's their experience in China.
Propaganda. That's all I'm saying, propaganda. And obviously, I feel like athletes needs to push it, but I haven't seen any, brave athlete that came out and said enough, and I'm gonna just make a scene and show the whole world that real side of China. But all I'm saying is that China gonna use this as a propaganda.
Now, Chinese basketball star, who former NBA player Yao Ming, he led the Olympic torch relay in Beijing, which was shortened due to COVID restrictions. So, Enes, you called him out on this on Twitter. What did you say?
But I will say his big body, small heart, and tiny brain. Actually, he invited me over China. He invited me over China and wanted me to visit. And I was like, okay. I was actually considering going, but unfortunately, he is the puppet of China. And actually, just like a little kid, he blocked me on Instagram. And just didn't respond because I wanted to go visit the concentration camps. I wanted to visit Hong Kong and Tibet. And when we are done with China, I wanted to take him to Taiwan. But obviously, he was too scared to answer me. But it's just a shame. It just shows one more time that what kind of puppet he is and what kind of dictatorship that is happening in China. It just clearly shows it to the whole world.
Enes, have you tried to talk to LeBron James about this issue and try to pull him over to the right side on this?
Not really. I wish, not just him, but there are many NBA players, and not just, in NBA, but many other associations and organizations and companies and, corporate sponsors. I feel like people need to wake up and be in the right side of the history. But obviously, when it's too much money involved, when it's too much business involved, and also endorsement deals are involved, people are scared to say a word. But it is what it is. I feel like we just need to be on the right side of the history and
keep it up,
and keep these people accountable.
Enes, I want to say you're speaking out consistently, forthrightly, plainly about what this is. It's awesome, and I want to thank you very much for doing that. Thank you for being with us.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.